Welcome to Employment Law This Week. I'm George Whipple. Our top story, new pay data collection requirements are put on hold. A division of the Office of Management and Budget has issued an immediate stay on new EEO1 reporting requirements that were announced in 2016 under the previous administration. Under the rule, federal contractors and private employers with 100 employees or more would have been required to gather information on employee pay and hours worked by race, ethnicity, and sex, grouped by occupational category. Susan Gross Sholinsky has more.
The revised EEO1 report is not actually rescinded. It'll be stayed, though, until the EEOC submits a new information collection package. However, that's really unlikely to happen since acting EEOC Chair Victoria Lipnic has actually opposed the revised EEO1 report from the beginning. In fact, she recently said publicly that she hopes the OMB's decision prompts a discussion of more effective solutions by employers to encourage those employers to review compensation practices in order to ensure equal pay and close the wage gap. The filing deadline, which used to be September 30th, will now be March 31st. And the window for selecting a representative pay period, which used to be between July 1st and September 30th, is now between October 1st and December 31st.
The DOL exceeded its authority with its amended overtime rule. That's the conclusion reached by the same Texas federal judge who stayed the Obama-era rule just before it took effect in 2016. The rule introduced a new minimum salary level for the overtime exemption that was more than double the current minimum. The court found that the rule made overtime status depend primarily on salary level and was inconsistent with the language of the FLSA, which refers only to job duties. In the wake of this ruling, the department has withdrawn its Fifth Circuit appeal of the judge's earlier injunction, signaling that they intend to abandon the rule. The DOL has published an RFI for new proposed regulations, with the comment period ending September 25th. The EEOC has filed its first lawsuit alleging sex discrimination in parental leave policies. This is the latest indication that the Commission is scrutinizing parental leave policies where men and women are treated differently. The EEOC filed suit against Estee Lauder, alleging that the beauty products company discriminated against a male employee when he was denied an equal amount of paid leave following the birth of his child to what is offered to biological mothers. The company policy provides 6 weeks of parental leave to primary caregivers, typically mothers, and 2 weeks to non-primary caregivers, most typically fathers. New York State's new paid family leave program takes effect in January, and now state officials have made clear how the benefits will be taxed. Benefit payments will be treated as taxable non-wage income. Withholding will not be automatic, but employees can request that employers withhold taxes from benefit payments. New York's paid family leave program is the most comprehensive in the country, ultimately providing up to 12 weeks of paid protected leave for bonding with a new child, caring for a close relative, or dealing with the pressures surrounding a family member's call to active duty in the military. Now, it's time for our tip of the week. Jill Galloway, Senior Vice President and Chief Administration Officer for Mitsubishi International, is here with some advice on shifting your pay incentive structure.
Pay incentive structures can be used to meet the top priorities of your organization. In the past, it was common for companies to want to generate a sense of pride in contributing to the company overall. So meeting the company objectives were heavily weighted in the evaluation process at the end of the year. In today's environment, we see the pay incentives are being effectively used to attract and reward strong individual performers. When making incentive plan changes, consider what motivates your key talent within the organization and how to ensure that the incentive plan will encourage them to stay in your organization.
Thanks, Jill. That's it for Employment Law This Week. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.